Hey guys, so we're live. Sorry for the wait. If any of you guys were waiting, hope you weren't waiting too long. I am going to be doing my monthly Patreon live stream, and feel free to ask me any questions in the comments section. I didn't really prepare anything for this live stream, so I'm just gonna kind of go with the flow. Yeah, I hope you guys are having a lovely day. Hello, how do you pronounce that? Gemma? I love you too. It's bright and early. This is earlier than I typically wake up. I woke up at 9 this morning and I had a dream. You know when you are so tired that you dream that your alarm clock is going off in your dream? Well, in my dream, I was like at a funeral and my alarm clock kept going off at a funeral, which is really horrible and rude. And I kept thinking, oh my god, I can't turn off my phone. I can't turn off my phone in my dream. And then woke up to the alarm and I was like, oh, okay, that was weird. So, hey everyone. Okay, let's see who's with us. Drew, N.A. Nelson, Joel. Sweet. Okay, I recognize some people. Okay, that is enough. Yes, Senpai, you noticed me. You just made my morning. Yeah, I definitely feel like I need more coffee right now. Should have brewed a little bit more. But yeah, I'm not a morning person, but I'm trying to be. I'm trying to wake up early, and I might have to wake up really early for my hike tomorrow if I'm gonna beat the heat in any way. So, hello, Alexander. We got some new people. You're so beautiful. Oh, thank you. Thanks. That's awesome. Okay. Let's adjust my... You guys have to... I'm trying not to let you guys see too much of my messy, disgusting apartment, but I don't know. There's worse apartments out there. This isn't too bad. So, I want to know, what time is it where you are and where are you? So, yeah. I can just kind of ramble on as I wait for people to reply and stuff. Let's see, what's new happening with my life? I have been playing Detroit a lot. I need to upload some more stuff, but I am trying to figure out some new ideas for videos to make. So if you guys have any ideas that you want me to use, I'm feeling a little bit uninspired lately. Like, well, I wouldn't say uninspired, I'd just say, like, not very creative. So I want to figure out some ways to make some new videos for you guys. What kind of content do you want to see from me? Okay, let's see. So there's someone from Virginia, California, New Zealand. Wow, cool. I hope the stream's working well and it's not like, you know, buffering or anything. I will be experimenting in future live streams with like how to do this better and whatnot. Have I made a video with my favorite bisexual and lesbian female video game characters? Huh. I don't know. I feel like I have, but maybe not. I can only think of like 2 or 3 lesbian characters. And I mean, I guess if I dive into like BioWare, there's a lot more for me to explore, but yeah, I guess I could do something like that. That seems interesting. Yeah. I did film some footage of this hike that I went on like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and it was really gorgeous, but I don't really know what to do with like the audio, if I want to do like a voiceover or something. Maybe I'll experiment with that today. I like your hair, thank you. Ellie and Chloe Price for me. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can think of like Chloe, Ellie, there are lesbian and bisexual characters in like Mass Effect, but there aren't There aren't a ton. There aren't a ton. Oh, also like Fallout. There's Fallout New Vegas. There's Veronica, I think her name is. She's lesbian. So, but yeah. Gosh, do I sound as tired as I feel? I could not go to sleep last night. I just kept tossing and turning. I should have taken a sleeping pill or something. But yeah. Um, but thankfully I didn't have summer camp to teach this week, so tell your cute hedgehog Simba says hi. Okay. Hey, Simba says hi. She's asleep. She likes crawling under her cage liners now and sleeping under her cage liners, which is really annoying. She should sleep in her bed, but she doesn't do that. So, yeah, I have to, like, pick up her cage liner and, well, she doesn't really have it's more like a playpen that I created for her. But yeah, oh, speaking of Ellie, my hedgehog, I believe it's her birthday today, so I'm going to be doing some special stuff for her when I wake her up later, when it's nighttime. I don't want to wake her up, when it's her time to sleep, because she's nocturnal. But, I believe it's her birthday because I bought her a year ago in November. I bought her on November 11th. And when I bought her, she was a couple of months old. Well, let's see, August, September. I believe she was 3 months old, maybe 4 months old when I bought her. I mean, there was a bit of a language barrier. I think the vet said she was probably a little bit older. So it's probably her birthday today. So I'm going to be spoiling her, maybe giving her like a ton of worms. I might take her on a walk. So yeah. Aw, she's very shy, so I don't think she'd appreciate any social interaction. But sorry to touch the screen. But I think that's really sweet that you guys are wishing her happy birthday. Oh, let's see. Okay, I missed some comments while I was ranting about my pet. I love my pet. I'm a hedgehog lady. I'm like a cat woman, but worse. Um, You made a top 5 video. It had Dorian in it. Dorian in it. Okay, so I did make a video about gay and lesbian characters. Good morning, Kathleen. How about you ask your viewers to post some suggestions for top 10 lists? They can be of any topic they want. That's a good idea, Angel Arts. Hey, Hark. Wonder. Oh, it's probably nighttime your time, right? That's a good idea. Veronica is my wife. I think you can romance her as a female courier. I'm pretty sure. I think I did that. Can't you? No, you can't romance until Fallout 4. I just realized that. Well, it was my head canon. Like, I would try to hook people up in my head, and that was real enough for me, so, you know. Okay. 10:41 p.m. Oh, it's kind of late, but I don't know. I guess not late. I probably went to bed at 4 a.m. last night because I couldn't go to sleep. So I need to reset my sleep schedule. My sleep schedule's getting crazy because I play too many video games. So, yes. Okay, I'll have to think of like maybe some top 10 lists. That's a good idea. I'll start jotting down ideas. Yeah, so if you guys haven't checked out Angel Arts channel, he's really cool. Personal friend of mine, and he's awesome. So yeah. Oh no, now I'm sniffing. Oh my god, I'm allergic to Taiwan. Yes, it is my hedgehog's birthday. I am that person. I am that dorky person. Oh wow, you found my channel from a governor analysis. Wow, man, I spent so much time on that. I would like to do more analysis videos. They don't get any views, sadly, but it seems that my viewers enjoy those the most. It's hard for you guys to actually see them when they come out, though. I recently did a video on God of War. I spent a lot of time on it. If you haven't checked it out, I suggest you check it out. I think it's a really great video, and I spent a lot of time on it. So if you like my analysis videos, I would check that out. It's called God of War: The Art of Visual Storytelling. And of course, I want to start doing some more character analysis videos and stuff like that. I feel like I have a lot of time on my hands now that I've decided to make healthier decisions with my life. So, top 10 video game characters you wish were gay or romanceable. Huh, okay. What's the best way to deal with an earache? That's so random. I have no idea. I have no idea. Top 10 people who impacted your life. Oh, that's a good one too. You're full of good ideas today. God, that truck is really loud. There was, earlier this morning, there were these, like, what sounded like a bunch of people carrying leaf blowers, but I know that's completely stupid because there's no, like, grass or anything around here, so why were they carrying leaf blowers? I should have investigated. It was the weirdest sound. Do I like K-pop? I did really like it before I moved to Korea, like the first, I'd say, year I was in Korea. I was really into it. I was big into like whatever was playing in the clubs back then, and but I've gotten a little bit behind on it. I'm not as into it as I used to be. So a lot of these like new artists that are coming out and like really popular, it's like they phase in and out like every couple months. So I'm not really aware with like what's cool anymore in Korea. But I know what was cool when I lived there. But yeah, I really like 21. I don't know if they're still big. I guess they are still big. I mean, CL is amazing. I love her. And I like Big Bang. Top is my favorite from Big Bang, but he's gotten a lot of trouble because he was doing drugs, and that is a big no-no in Korea. You do not do drugs in Korea. So he's in a lot of trouble. So yeah, I don't know if we'll see much else from him in a while. So let's catch up on these comments. Missed the God of War one. Gonna add it to my watch later videos now. Okay, yeah, definitely check that out. I worked really hard on it. I have a crush on Kara from Detroit Become Human. Yeah, her actress is gorgeous. There are more queer characters in games these days, namely indie games. Yeah, you got a point there. I feel like I definitely, the problem is I'm like breaking out in this rash on my arm. I don't know why. That's weird. Why do I have a rash on my arm? I just realized that. Ugh, that's annoying. Okay. I'll put some cortisone on that later. Um, sorry. I'm random. Yeah, I haven't been playing as many indie games lately because I don't really have a decent PC right now, so I need to get a decent PC. But I'm not worried about that quite yet because I want to buy a new camera first so I can shoot better videos, but also I'm trying to save up hopefully for a trip to Europe next year, so I'm really focused on that. Do you plan on buying Fallout 76? Man, I've been wanting to do a video on this. But I feel like I'd be copying a lot of other videos I've seen on it. There's this video called, like, the mental gymnastics of Fallout 76, and it's perfect, and I agree with it. Basically, the developers have been telling a lot of lies and been caught up in those lies about Fallout 76. Like, for example, who's the director of of Bethesda, again, I forget his name, but he said that at E3, he said, oh, Fallout 76, of course you can play it alone. Okay, so of course, like, everyone would think of that as, oh, cool, it's single player. If you can play it alone, that means it's single player, right? And then later in an interview, he got caught up in it and was questioned about it. And they asked, so is this going to be single player? Can you play it offline? And he said, no, there will be other players, but you don't have to interact with them. So basically, he was saying, oh, yeah, you can play it alone. Just whenever you encounter another player, just plug your ears and go la 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 la. So, not really a fan of all of the kind of lies that the developer is telling to make it appeal to a wider audience. It really is trying to appeal to like the PUBG crowd, you know, like those, you know, those kind of multiplayer games. That's the crowd that they really want to bring in, but they're also trying to appease the Fallout crowd at the same time. And they're doing it in such this weird way where they're trying to like deceive us and they keep getting caught up in their lies. And that to me shows that this game is not in a good place. So I will wait, see when it comes out and see if it looks promising. But I personally think that it's going to be a disaster if it's released as it is right now. So, I mean, because usually if developers feel the need to lie and deceive the people that make up their fan base, that they're not in a good place. I mean, look at No Man's Sky. Like, lie after lie after lie. It's a bad way to talk about games. So, yeah. Okay, let's catch up. I just ranted, but let's catch up on these comments. Oh, you got Ellie from The Last of Us. You're going to turn into a clicker soon. Yeah, that's what the rash is. It's just a clicker rash. Goodbye, Drew. Thanks for joining us. Okay. So, yeah, maybe I should... I don't know. I feel like maybe I should make a video on Fallout, but it depends. I kind of just feel like I should wait for it to come out and then make the presumptions about it later, you know? So, yeah. I might have to grab some water because all this talking is making my voice dry. I'm not used to talking this early in the morning. I think the problem is that I talk as a career, so my voice gets really tired really soon. So, yep. I have to figure out what I'm going to do for Ellie. I think I want to take her on a walk tonight. And also maybe feed her just a bunch of worms. Maybe give her like a worm mukbang experience. So, yeah. Ellie, are you awake? I think I heard her turning around. You know what I figured out about Ellie is that she loves bananas and she loves pineapple. I fed her pineapple the other day and she loves it. So she's big into fruit. She hates vegetables though. I have not been able to get her to eat any vegetables, which is not good, but thoughts on Fallout 4. I liked it the first time I played it, but I've been trying to play it again. I don't enjoy it as much. I feel like having a voiced character kind of took away some of the magic of Fallout for me. I really hope they're not going to do that with the next Elder Scrolls game, but I'm pretty sure they are going to do that, so. Have you ever thought about buying other pets to befriend Ellie? Actually, there many people don't know very much about hedgehogs, but if you do get a hedgehog, you should do lots and lots of research on it. It's a very high maintenance pet. It's not something that you can just pick up and know how to do right away. You got to do research on it. And one of the things about hedgehogs is that they prefer to be alone. You shouldn't even put two hedgehogs together unless you're breeding or something like that. Like you're a hedgehog breeder, but even then, the contact should be minimum. Hedgehogs do not like being around even their own kind. They're very solitary, and they prefer to be alone. That's how they're happy, and you kind of have to train them to enjoy your company, and even then sometimes they will not enjoy your company. Like some hedgehogs just never become friendly. Ellie's pretty friendly with me. She's not very aggressive with other people. She's very curious about different smells, but she's not social in any way, or like she'll stay in her ball if other people pick her up. So I don't think it's wise to have another pet around her because hedgehogs really don't like being around like other animals or even their own kind. So they like to be alone. So um, yeah, I would not recommend hedgehogs for most people. It's a very difficult pet to have, very high maintenance, and it can be stressful trying to get them to bond with you. Like it took a while for Ellie to not be terrified. Like when I first got her, she was just terrified the first like couple weeks. Like she would just hide all the time, and I realized that that's just her personality. She is very sensitive to lights. She doesn't like lights, so she'll typically hide her face from the lights. um but yeah, and now she's bonded with my scent enough. She knows my smell, so when I pick her up she feels comfortable, and she doesn't always roll in a ball. So sometimes that's as close as you can get to a hedgehog. Okay, let's see. Or lizards. I would like to get a snake, but I feel like it wouldn't be wise for me to get another pet right now because I want to travel, and it's going to be harder to travel when you have more than one pet to take care of or have someone, watch over when you're gone. It's hard enough to train people how to take care of Ellie when I'm gone, and I've only been gone twice since I bought her. So, yeah, I mean, it's too much. Would you request a game series for me? What kind of games do you like? And then I can, if I know that, then I can tell you what game to play. Oh, okay, okay. I thought you meant I suggest a game to you. You're suggesting a game for me, right? What? Even though you may have played the particular series before, the popularity got downhill from most people's perspective. What game are you referring to? I'm confused. Okay. I'm gonna get me some water for my fridge, so just a second. Just a second. I'll be right back. Okay. Now some sparkling water. Try not to let it explode on me. I feel like I'm like defusing a bomb every time I open my sparkling water. Sparkling water is awesome. Woo! Oh my god. Why am I losing my voice? Because I need to sleep. That's what I need to do. Sleep is for the weak. I wish I didn't have to sleep. The Walking Dead: A New Frontier. Oh yeah, God, I never finished that. I was just thinking the other day, I should finish the Walking Dead game. But I feel like I should start playing the episode again because I've forgotten everything, or just watch my Let's Play to remember what happened. I kind of lost interest in Telltale games. Like, I just got a little tired of their format. Like, I would hope that their format would improve and that, like, your choices would mean more, but I still feel like your choices don't mean anything, you know? But I'm really excited for more The Wolf Among Us. I had a snake before. Having a legitimately comfortable, sizable enclosure is key. Yeah, I see. I don't know if I can do that at this point in my life, but maybe when I'm older, more settled down, I'll own a snake. I don't know. You know, I want like a little snake, like a little baby snake, a little noodle, a little baby noodle. Seem like a cool, cute pet. I have a bird ever again, especially as a YouTuber. Having a bird is a terrible idea. Um, they're very noisy. I'm guessing owls are probably, but also I just had such a bad experience. I had zebra finches. I had finches when I was a little girl. I was so scarred from that experience. I hated cleaning that cage. The cage was just so smelly and gross. They were noisy. And the male and female zebra finch attacked each other when they were mating and almost killed each other. My mom told me that the male was sick and that we had to take him back to the pet, but I'm guessing she just lied to me and that male zebra finch just died. Um, I'm pretty sure that's what happened now that I'm looking back. But yeah, it was terrible. And then one day I like go to the cage and like the female zebra finch, this was probably 2 or 3 years later, it was just like on its back like this. And that's when I was like, I'm never gonna have a, I mean, it was dead, is what I'm saying. That's when I realized I never want to have a bird ever again. I shipped Javi and Jesus, or Jesus. Are you gonna play the last season of The Walking Dead? I'll think about it, but I gotta finish the season that I started like 2 years ago. Who would you pick to play Geralt in the Witcher show? Is it Mads Mikkelsen playing um, Mads Mikkelsen? Isn't he playing The Witcher? I'm gonna Google that. Because that's my canon. I love Mads Mikkelsen. I think that's how you pronounce his name. Um, I'm gonna Google it. The Witcher. If he isn't, he should be. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he is, right? I freaking love Mads Mikkelsen. He's so awesome. I loved him in Hannibal. He's the best. He's amazing. I love him. I'm a big if he's the main character, that'd be great. If he isn't, he should be. I need a trailer, but I haven't looked at it. Do a reaction video of it. So yeah. The Walking Dead template is nonstop in the third game, and they still have the same broken engine. Yeah, this is the thing. Like, I feel like less and less interested in Telltale games. Like, it was a cool gimmick, like, at first, but I feel like it's becoming less and less interesting to me personally. Just your choices don't really matter, and the good. I think the first season was amazing, but I don't know. Not big into it anymore. Huh? You don't know anything about episodes 2 and 5 of The Walking Dead season 3. Oh, you're talking about the show. I thought you were talking about the game. Yeah, I haven't watched the last season of the show, but honestly, I don't have the best long-term memory, and I forget things a lot, so brush up on it. I've been reading but I haven't been keeping up with the show season. The best season of The Walking Dead was the first season. Nothing compares to the first season. The first season had the highest budget, and they lowered the budget production value significantly onward. So it's not as good as it used to be. Man, that first pilot episode was so perfect. So perfect. It's not terrible now, but it's just not the best. So, also I don't have cable television and I live abroad, so finding the time to watch shows is like, you know. But yeah. I kind of already know what's going to happen because I have read the comics all the way up to the current issue. I'm completely caught up with the comics, and the comics are great, but way more depressing than the show. So don't marathon the comics, like do it in chunks. Because I remember I finished issue 1 to like 80 in one sitting, or I think it was like issue 1 to 60 actually, in like not in one sitting, but like in 1 week. And I remember feeling so depressed that week because the story was like so sad and so messed up. I mean, the governor in the comics is way worse. Way worse. I mean, he is disgusting in the comics. But they could not have shown that, like, on TV. They're really pushing it. Like, I mean, some of the stuff they've shown on that show, I'm just like, wow, they've shown this on cable television, not on, like, HBO or something? That's crazy. But now my nose is runny. This is why I shouldn't do live streams early in the morning, because my nose is runny and I can't talk. I'll do one at nighttime sometimes, but I know that, like, you guys probably aren't awake at night, so, which would be morning your time for most of you guys, especially in America, but The Walking Dead now is a character being in a Japanese fighting game? Huh? Do you like anime shows? Yes, but only like I wouldn't call myself a true anime fan because I'm only into like the popular ones, to be honest. Attack on Titan. I haven't seen the new season yet. I like Attack on Titan. Tokyo Ghoul is awesome. Started reading the manga of Tokyo Ghoul, and it's completely different than the show. I like them both separately. Like they're both their own thing. I don't know why they changed so much, because typically animes like try to stick with the manga, but Tokyo Ghoul is completely different. Went down this whole different storyline, changed a lot of stuff, but it's still pretty great. I like the show as its own thing, separate from the manga. But yeah, I think it's a really cool, like, descent into badness. Like, it's one of those good, like, anti-hero stories, kind of like Breaking Bad. You see this, like, very pure, sweet character just turn into a monster, and I feel like the manga is like less dark. It's not as like, I mean, it is very dark, but there are times where it takes a break from that. It takes a good amount of time break from that, and it makes the darkness seem more dark. Like, I like that there's these little breaks that we have from Kaneki's character, where he kind of like goes down a different route. But I don't want to spoil anything. Definitely check out Tokyo Ghoul if you haven't. And also, I really love Yuri on Ice. I think it's amazing. It's great storytelling. It's just one of those like feel-good stories. Like, I know people, it is gay, but I know people that watch it and love it who aren't part of the community. Even some straight guys like it. It's like, it's good storytelling, and it's mostly about the sport of ice skating. So, yeah, it's just a very feel-good story. And, let's see, what else do I like? One Punch Man is pretty great. Trying to think. Oh, if you guys haven't checked out this one, I feel like it's a little underrated. It's pretty great. It's called, what's her name? Something, Tanya the Evil. Tanya the Evil. Oh, I love that anime. It's just so bizarre and so different. It's about this, like, little girl who signs up for the military in this, like, dystopian, kind of like alternate World War II universe, and she's like part of this military, but she's like this sweet looking little girl, but she's completely evil and terrible. And it's just awesome. It's great to see her just be despicable. She's a good anti-hero. Have you watched Yuri or lesbian anime? You know, I'm not a big fan of any particular Yuri. I feel like Yuri anime is more for a male audience, to be honest. And I don't know, I just haven't really gotten into it. If you guys have any suggestions for me, I have been criticized because I've been more into boys love anime, and people think that's weird because I'm a lesbian, but I don't know. I typically like it better because it's more for a female audience, and it's very like romantic and sweet and affectionate, and I like the story better. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not big into Yuri, really. Yeah, Death Note is great. Death Note is classic for sure. So I'm trying to think of what other animes I've watched. I've had students, like, with my older students during break time and stuff, like, we sometimes discuss like anime and video games and stuff, and I've had some of my students have suggested some different anime for me to watch, but I'm not in like a big anime phase as much as I was. I think when I first came to Taiwan and when I was in Korea, I was big into anime because I had lots of free time, especially when I didn't have as many teaching hours. So, but yeah, now I'm more into like playing games with my free time. So, maybe like next trip I go on to, like if I do get to, you know, travel Europe like I want to, then I can just put a bunch of anime on my phone or on my computer and just like marathon catch up with some stuff. Do you know about Korosami? No, I could check that out. Huh, Korosami. Oh yeah. Okay, so that's the ship between like the Legend of Korra. Okay. Yeah, I know about that. I remember when that episode streamed, like everyone was blowing up my Twitter and stuff. They're like, "Oh my god, what do you think about this?" Um, yeah, but I never watched that series. How old are you, Kathleen? I'm 500. No, I'm 28. So, I'm 28. 28 years young. So, oh, okay. You're talking about ships. You're talking about the ships. Um, yeah. If you guys have any suggestions for me in terms of like Yuri, I'll check it out when I have time. But yeah, I don't know. I prefer boys love, and I'm not alone. A lot of lesbians do for some reason. You relate to the stories more for some reason, which is weird, but what do you think about the idea of Clementine from The Walking Dead showing up on the show? I don't know if it would ever happen, but I'd be cool with it if it happened. That would be really cool. Watch Naruto. I've never been into Naruto. Naruto. How do you say it? I've never been into that. Never been into it. I don't know. I just can't get into it. It's not really my jam. Sorry, guys. It's not my jam. Gosh, why is my nose so runny? Sorry, guys. Ah! I don't want to wipe my nose in front of the screen. Strawberry Panic. I've heard of that one. Strawberry Panic. Oh, is there like a relationship between a teacher and a student? Ugh, I don't know. I don't know about that. That's weird to me. Teacher-student relationships, whenever I see those like in shows, I'm just like, ugh. I guess I'm a teacher, so I can't really get with that fantasy, you know? You're 28, almost 10 years older than me? I'm not that old. I'm quite young. I'm sure that's not the way you meant it. I'm sure you didn't mean, oh, you're old, but yeah. You're 18, you're young. You're a baby. 18 is a young age, man. I mean, you're not a baby, but when you look back at 18, like, in a couple of years, you'll be like, wow, like, that's a young age, you know? Makes me feel young. Well, I mean, teaching has made me feel really old, because, like, the generation gap between me and even, like, my teenage students, like, I have students that are, like, 18 years old, and they don't understand what a CD is. They don't understand what life is like without the internet. Like, there's so many things that they just, like, don't understand. They don't know who the Spice Girls are or the Backstreet Boys, and that might be partially because of living in Asia, but it's just really weird to me when, like, my students, when I say, like, oh yeah, you know, like the Backstreet Boys, and they're like, who's that? And I'm like, I find that really ridiculous because K-pop is very popular here, and that type of music would not exist if it wasn't for, like, NSYNC and the Backstreet Boys. They're the ones that made, like, boy bands like that. Or, who was before them? Who was before the Backstreet Boys? Forget. New Kids on the Block, I think, was before them. That was before my time, actually. But, like, the fact that that kind of music is popular here still, the only place where that, I mean, like, boy bands and stuff like that, that died out in the States, but it's still popular here. And they don't know the origins. It started in the States, man. It started in the States with those bands. They don't know. I'm like, hey, have you guys ever seen a Walkman? And they're like, what is that? Some of these kids have, like, never seen a record player. God, I feel so old talking about this. I feel so old. Oh yeah, Gemma or Gemma? Gemma. Of course it's Gemma. New Kids on the Block. Yeah. God, I always feel so freaking old in my class. And it's weird because I'm not that old. Like, I mean, no one ever really feels old. I mean, maybe when I hit my late 30s or something, it'll really hit me. But I feel like I graduated college yesterday. I feel like I graduated high school yesterday. I mean, it's so, like, still so clear in my memory. And things that have happened to me, like, years ago are still so strong in my memory. It's weird. Back in the day, we rode dinosaurs to school. I used to hate when people said stuff like that. Like when elder people or older people say, like, oh, you don't know what a record player is. You're so young. And now I'm doing it. God, I'm a grandma. I mean, like, when you start teaching, you will feel very old. Not that any of you guys are going to teach, but if you do, you will feel very old. You're never cool. Even if you're young, even if you're like just out of college and you're the youngest teacher, you're not going to be cool. Like, no one thinks you're cool at all. You're not cool. And when I realized that I was not cool, I think I became a better teacher. I was like, I don't have to be cool. I don't gotta be cool. I just am cool. Citrus anime? Huh. I haven't seen it. I don't know. Ah! Sorry, guys. My camera fell off. Okay, there we go. Are we okay? Are we good? Let me put something here to keep it in place. Oh my god. I can't believe it just randomly fell over. That's so random. Here, I'll put my little deer here. Okay. Gotta put something here. I'll keep it in place. Maybe I'll put this here. I'll put this here. Stay in place! Yeah. Sorry, guys. Woo. Just need to make sure that this doesn't fall over again. Didn't mean to imply that you're old. That's okay. You can imply that I'm old. I'm not offended. Okay. There we go. I think we're good now. We're good. We're good. Wow. Oh, that was funny. Okay. You guys like this penguin? One of my students gave it to me. It's so cute, right? I like it. Okay. We're crisis averted. Crisis averted. Okay. You are cool in my heart. Thank you. I feel cool now. I want to be cool. Adorable. Have you seen any videos of Dina's face model, Ellie from Last of Us? Yes, I have. I shared her stuff on my Twitter. I love her. She's great. She's adorable. You're not old until you become a conservative. Every one of my hometown is conservative. You are kawaii. Aww. Arigato gozaimashita. Arigato gozaimasu. Wow, my Japanese is bad. That's why I failed Japanese. Arigato gozaimasu. Am I sugoi desu ne? Sugoi desu ne? Sugoi desu ka? How do I say me again? Yo? No, that's Spanish. Yo. Yo esto sugoi desu ne. Oh god. Man, my languages are getting pretty messed up in my head. Like, sometimes they just get jumbled around. Oh, Watashi! Watashi wa sugoi desu. Yeah, now I remember. Yeah, remind me of my failed attempts at Japanese class 2 semesters in a row. You sound like such a gaijin, Kathleen. I sound like such a foreigner, yes. That's true. That's true. I'm pretty good at, like, knowing the bare minimum of any language to get around and just surviving on that. Because this is a thing that you learn in Asia, is that everyone knows a little bit of English. Like, they might know yes, no, this, that, or something, like maybe 4 words. So you work with, like, whoever you're talking with, work with their 4 words, and then you use your 4 words and their language. Like, you can go everywhere with that. It's so bad, but like, if you know how to say give me this in a language, that's all you really need. Like in Korean, just point at everything and just say chuseyo, chuseyo, and just say and when you're at a restaurant, just say chokyo, just yell, just go chokyo, uh hana kimbap chuseyo, you know. It sounded like I was legit, but I said very, very basic. I just spit a little bit. Very basic Korean. Um, and then in Chinese, just say wo yao, iga, and you just point at everything, say wo yao, and you're good. And in Japan, I just say English. I just speak English in Japan because a lot of people speak English there. I mean, not really, especially when you're outside of Tokyo, but I still use English. I remember when I was with, I'm not picky, that's how I get around, but like, I went to Japan with my friend Amber last time I was there, and I realized it was a lot more challenging because she was very like specific on things that she wanted. When you live in Asia for a while, like you just get used to just getting whatever you get. Like when you go to a restaurant and there's a language barrier, you just say, okay, I'll eat whatever's in front of me, because you just learn not to be picky. Um, in the States, you can be more specific about things that you want, and you can be a little bit picky, but like Asian culture, you just eat what you eat. And so she would say like, oh, I want this and this, and I'd like struggle to remember how to say it in Japanese, and then I just like pull up Google Translate. But I was so proud of myself. I went to this restaurant, no one spoke English, the menu was in Japanese, and I was like, oh crap, I have to remember how to say these different words. And she wanted water, and I was like, what's the word for water? And finally remembered it. But yeah, just learn the bare minimum of any language. I'm so terrible. This is so much fun talking to a YouTuber live stream when they reply to you. That's the goal, man. That's why I do these. It's really fun. At least your English is good. Yeah, I guess so. I mean, sometimes I make mistakes with my English. Hello, Charles. Hello for stopping by. Um, but yeah, I mean, like your English gets pretty bad though when you live in a foreign country and you have to interact with people that don't speak fluent English. You start picking up their bad habits. Like, for one, like I'm used to communicating with and like incomplete sentences. Like I'll say this, like if someone like my student will say, I'm trying to think of an example. Like they want me to hand something to them or something, and they don't know how to say that, so they'll say, "Teacher marker, okay? Teacher marker, okay?" And I'll say, "Oh, okay, marker, this, okay, you, okay." And I know that's really terrible English, but when you just say words that you know that they understand and you use your body language, that's like the bad habit that you get into. And you start saying some really stupid things. when you when you to communicate with people that don't speak fluent English all the time. Like, I mean, even with like other foreigners, I'll say really stupid things. I think what a good example is, you know, one of this foreigner, another foreigner told me that she was shopping and she was buying hair gel for her friend. You know, her and her friend were buying hair gel. And she picked up this hair gel and she said, hair up, yes? Like, to another foreigner. She could have just said, oh, you want your hair to be spiky? Will this make your hair stick up? But she just said, hair up, okay? Like, these are the stupid things that you start doing, even though you're a fluent English speaker. Like, you're just used to using very, like, simple language and not just complete sentences, because the more wordy you make the sentence, the more confused people will get. Like, if you say, I want you to do this right now. You're going to stand up, and then you're going to touch your head, and then you're going... They don't know, and then you're going to, and they don't know how to say, I want you to do this right now. So you have to use the simple language that people understand. So, anyways, I just went on a rant. Let's see. Let's catch up. How old are your older siblings? I thought you were an only child. No, I have 3 siblings. The only sibling that I've had in my videos is my little sister. My little sister is a couple years younger than me. I can't wait for your channel to grow and reach 1 million subscribers. I don't think that'll ever happen at this point. I've kind of given up on that. My channel is growing very slowly now, but that's okay if it never happens. Maybe 20 years from now it'll have 1 million subscribers. But yeah. It'll be interesting going to foreign countries that are Western, like, fluent Chinese or Korean, just by looking at me, and life a lot easier because people just assume that I'm bad at it. But if I go to a country where I blend, I will explain it more, and that'll probably lead to more awkward situations. So yeah, to be continued with that. I'm probably going to end this soon, so if you guys want to know in the comment section, I'll be reading. Don't give up already. Hard work will pay off. Yeah, I feel like I really should try to learn Chinese, because I thought I was only going to be in Taiwan 1 year, and then another year came around, and I said, okay, this will be the last year I'm in Taiwan. And then I bought a pet. So I feel like I might be here a while, longer than I thought I would. So I feel like I need to somehow learn Chinese. But Chinese is a really difficult language to learn. I don't know if you guys have noticed that. I did not have any trouble trying to learn Spanish, or I mean, even though my Spanish is terrible, I don't use it. If I use Spanish, I would be able to pick it up pretty quickly. And Korean's pretty easy, but Chinese is insanely hard. And I feel like I can't get anywhere with it because I'm so bad at it. So, have you met any foreign YouTubers in Taiwan yet? No, not really. Which is weird. If you know any, maybe I could do like a hangout with them. That would be cool to do like a collab. But yeah, I haven't met too many other Taiwanese YouTubers. Alexander, I'm really glad to hear that. I hope you do well. Here come the girlfriend questions. Yeah, no, I don't really talk about relationships on this channel. You guys will know I have a girlfriend if I'm, like, close to marriage. So, I don't think it's a good idea to share that stuff on YouTube because people get attached, and when you inevitably break up, because most relationships end, to be honest, it just doesn't end well. So yeah, I will never disclose that on YouTube until I'm like close to marriage. But yeah. So yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here. I hope you guys enjoyed the live stream, and I will see you next time. Oh, I got one more comment coming in. My first video was your fangasm over Yennefer in The Witcher 3. I'm Team Triss, and I stayed from that day over. That is lovely to hear. I'm glad. I hope you guys have a great day or a great night, and I wish you the best. Get outside, do something fun today or tomorrow if it's nighttime. You know, do something, treat yourself, stay healthy, stay happy, and yeah, I should go. So go ahead and end this. Goodbye.